Alright. Kill the raiders in Hyde Park. I just tried this and it did not go so well. So we're gonna go get some muscle. I've been really doing the like side quest type stuff. So I should get back on the main quest. That's what I want. She's all fixed up. Wicked. Plasma rifles. Who are they fighting? Hey, no, not me. This is just oddly convenient. like really great and kind of annoying. Oh.
Hell yeah. Nice.
Vertibird is freaking annoying.
Yes.
Time's up!
Yeah, that was so close. Awesome. God damn it, dog meat. Freaking useless. Oh, thanks, Knights of Steel. Or Brotherhood of Steel. Arf.
Did you have any luck with those raiders?
The Brotherhood of Steel did.
I took care of those raiders for you.
Really?
Yeah, I
Well,
did.
that's the best news I've heard in a long time. By the way, we've talked about it. We decided to support the Minutemen.
Woo!
I think it's worth giving another chance. The only way things will get better is if we stand together.
Oh, this one's pretty big, actually. Here. Where's the end of the chain down here? So Grey Garden needs to go to Hangman Alley. Those are all hooked up.
Hey,
Transfer. Improve targeted edge. Alright, where's Preston? Alright, where's Preston? Preston!
If you ain't been up to see Grey Garden, you should go. Whole place is run by robots.
Don't take her.
Growing pretty good lately.
She's
I
working
told
through
you
the loss in her
sanctuary
own
would
way.
grow. The sight never lies.
So now we've got like ghouls and shenanigans.
I took care of the raiders that were harassing that settlement you sent me to. The people there have decided to join our cause.
That's great news. One day, we'll be strong enough to drive that scum out of the Commonwealth for good. As usual, I've got something else for you to look into. I've got something a bit different for you. Our scouts have found a promising spot for a new settlement. Once you clear it out, set up a radio beacon to let settlers know about it. Before you know it, we'll have a thriving new farm instead of wasteland. We'll take back the Commonwealth, one piece at a time.
Outpost Zamanja?
Yes?
We're in some real trouble here. I hope you can help.
I'm new around here. I wanted to introduce myself. Anyway.
Ugh. Welp. I guess we can do.
Night last night?
Just a bad dream. Something about a death claw tearing up the place. Couldn't stay asleep after that.
Well, hopefully tonight will be better.
Sure.
Okay.
Got it. Got it.
Okay.
Sure.
that little fucker go?
Perfect.
Dog.
Hey.
Trade. Take all the junk. Small. Got some melons. Some beautiful fruits. nice if you could use the inside of that giant box. There. Perfect. Oh, there. Go jump back to Preston. He'll give me another one.
Stay sharp. Don't let your guard down.
I cleared out that spot you sent me to and set up a radio beacon there.
That's great news. Once folks have some place to call their own, they'll be willing to help defend it. As usual, I have something else for you to look into. I've gotten word about a settlement that's being threatened by raiders. I'll mark it on your map. Go find out what they need. We could use more settlements supporting our cause. You sure that's worth taking with us? Why can't the Institute just leave us alone?
Remember the last time I had clean fingernails.
Huh?
Hey.
I hope you realize how much you did for us.
Oh my god.
Stupid dog.
Yeah? Another day of hard work. It never changes.
Build Mama Murray's chair. And the sanctuary. I don't know what Mari's chair is. Where's Mary?
Seems to be growing
Find
well.
what you're looking for. I know it.
Just
Crop's
looking to
coming in
trade a
pretty
little.
good. Okay.
Nope. What is it? Alright, we're gonna just go freaking build one of everything. There. One of those your chair?
One day, Sanctuary will be a vibrant community. I've seen it.
I just want to trade a few things.
No, I don't.
Huh? Speak up.
The farm's not much, but it's something.
Got a dangerous look about you. Hope you ain't here for me.
Let's trade some things.
You remind me of a young man I used to know. Never looking for trouble, but always finding it.
Most people are good at breaking things. I enjoy putting them back together.
Dog mate.
Easy living, this ain't.
Heads up.
Ah, dog mate.
Heads up.
Hope you ain't one of them synths there to spy on.
I don't know what we're going to do,
Need to get back to Diamond City one of these days. Biggest town I ever saw. Need armor?
I just need to trade gear with you.
Sure.
I got word of a
I'm
settlement
sure I've
that
got
needs our help.
something you need.
I'll mark it on your map. We can use all the support we can get. So see what you can do to help.
Let's see what you have.
Let me know what you'd like.
Cool problem. Abernathy. Oh, didn't Abernathy have like 20 freaking people? Oops.
If we had a good supply of clean water, things would be pretty good. I hope you're here to help.
We taught those raiders a lesson.
Blake?
We'll teach 'em again
You're with the
if they come
Minutemen,
back.
right?
What seems to be the problem?
A pack of feral ghouls is holed up nearby, and some of them have started wandering out lately. If more of them start wandering out this way, we may be overrun. We need someone to clear them out.
I'm on it. It's as good as done.
I'll be glad to have them gone.
Bedford Station. Didn't I do that? Yep, I've definitely done this. Stupid. I'm gonna kill all of you! Brap, 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 brap. I got a bullet for you, and a bullet for you, and a bullet for you. Oh. Oh, weird. I must have, like, died and not saved. I definitely have cleared this place before. Right. Dog meat! I'm coming! Oh. Railway rifle. Just went from 4 to 13.
Yeah?
Were you able to clear out those ghouls?
Yup.
Took care of those ghouls that were giving you trouble.
You did? That's great news. You should have seen it. We cut those raiders to pieces. I doubt they'll be back.
We taught those raiders a lesson. We'll teach them again if they come back.
Blah, 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 blah. So much jumping back and forth. That's kind of weird.
Don't much care for good neighbor. That place is nothing but trouble.
Yeah?
Got work to do. Can't talk.
I cleared out the ghouls that were giving that settlement trouble.
Glad to hear it, General. It's hard enough out here without people having to worry about ghouls in their backyard. Got another thing to talk to you about. I've heard of another settlement that's in trouble. Here's where they are. I hope you can help them. We've got to show people they can count on the Minutemen again.
You hear about the farm run by ghouls? Isn't that
This is Sanctuary.
something?
I'm sorry. I wouldn't be very good company right now.
We could really use your help.
Whatever it is, I'm sure I can handle it.
Something nasty's living just around the corner from here. It's only a matter of time before there's some real trouble. Now, what's really too bad is it'd be a nice spot for a new settlement. In fact, I know some folks that'd love to set up there if it was safe. If you can make sure the old workshop there is still in one piece, anyone who decides to move in later will be able to rebuild.
No problem. I'll take care of them for you.
I hope so. We didn't know what to do.
That is way far out there. How is that around the corner? It's literally the farthest thing. Alright. Might as well go give Piper her story. Because I don't want to just do Minutemen quest forever.
Glad you dropped by. You holding up, Blue?
Why are you calling me that?
'Cause you're a vault dweller? I know you're not wearing the blue jumpsuit right now, but the Pip-Boy and the fish out of water look... dead giveaways. So here's the deal. I want an interview. Your life story in print. I think it's time Diamond City had a little outside perspective on the Commonwealth. You do that, and I'll tell you what. I'll come with you. Watch your back while you get used to the world above ground.
All right, Piper. I'm in.
Good. Let's get down to business. So, I know you're from a vault. How would you describe your time on the inside?
My family and I were frozen. I didn't spend much time in the vault.
Wait, they boxed you up in a fridge? The whole time? Are you saying you were alive before the war?
Yes. I'm over 200 years old.
Oh my god. The man out of time. So, you've seen the Commonwealth, Diamond City. How does it compare to your old life?
Can you even compare the two? The world out here? It's not even close to the one I left.
Feeling a little homesick, are we? Can't say I blame you. Now, I already know you're looking for your son, Sean. Do you suspect the Institute was involved in his kidnapping?
Sure sounds like they might be.
Not even a baby is safe from them. And people wonder why I can't just look the other way. For the last part of our interview, I'd like to do something different. I want you to make a statement to Diamond City directly. The threat of kidnapping is all but ignored in the Commonwealth. Everyone wants to pretend it just doesn't happen. What would you say to someone out there who's lost a loved one but might be too scared or too numb to the world to look for them?
No matter how much you want to give up, don't. You have to have hope that you'll see them again. Or at least, that you'll know the truth.
A strong note to end on, Blue. Thanks. That's everything. It's gonna take some time to put this all together, but I think your story is gonna give Diamond City plenty to talk about. Anyway, I agreed to come with you, right? Watch your back? Just say the word when you're ready. I can't wait to see where the story goes next. The day past 199.
Boom. Where's the boy? Nice.
Going down.
Let's see if we can find anything.
Command center.
Hell yeah.
Can't believe I didn't, like, see that. Like, I did this quest forever ago. Oh well, we'll see.
Going up.
Pat! Look at you, you're so rugged. So rugged looking.
Roof access.
I have to discuss my findings with Nick. I'm gonna make some progress. I'm gonna discover the Institute! The latest issue of the Public Occurrence.
You can't stop the press.
Hi there.
Hey, mister, that interview you did with Piper is really selling. Here's your free copy.
I got 2-part. Woo! Where's the... I think I have a mini quest to give him... Give Sheriff Anuka.
Hey, you were in the paper, right? You're 200 years old. Pretty good for your age, huh?
Hey, that vault well on the paper.
Hey there, mister.
God, even the sky isn't safe. Did you see that blimp thing?
Hey, Sheffield.
So thirsty. Nuka-Cola.
Here you go.
Ah, thank you. Thank you.
That
Ding.
article in the public is...
Come on, Nikki. I'm just asking for your opinion. It'd be a great quote.
He's my client, Piper. Why don't you learn not to snoop on a man's private affairs?
Well, well, speak of the devil.
You're back. And not with your son. What happened?
You were right, Nick. Kellogg did have my son. But that wasn't all. He was working with the Institute. He gave them Sean.
The Institute? Oh, boy.
I'm sorry, friend. Truly. That makes things considerably more complicated.
He ain't kidding. Heck, Nick's a synth, and even he doesn't know how to get in.
No synth does. Security protocols strip those memories out.
I need to find a way.
I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. The Commonwealth's boogeyman. Feared and hated by everyone.
True enough.
Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, and sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there, but to this day, there's one thing nobody really knows.
Where the Institute actually is. Or how to get in.
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Sean.
Kellogg. Huh.
Whatever you're thinking, it doesn't matter. He's dead.
Yeah. Figures the Institute's only man on the outside wouldn't be the type to be taken alive.
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an avenging parent. Huh. Be a great ending if we didn't still have the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth to solve.
Doesn't matter what he knew. I'd kill him again in a heartbeat.
Gets his brains blown out. Huh. His brains. You know, we may not need the man at all.
You're talking crazy here, Nick. Got a fault in the old subroutines?
Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor called the Memory Den. Relive the past moments in your mind as clear as the day they happened. If anyone could get a dead brain to sing, it'll be Dr. Amari, the mind behind the memories.
I hope you're right, Nick.
Let's see. I guess we're gonna need a piece of Kellogg's brain. Enough gray matter to bring to Amari and find out if this is going to work.
Jesus, Nick. Gross. Seriously?
I know it's grisly, but what choice do we have? We got no leads, nothing. That old Merc's brain just might have all the secrets we need to know.
Actually, I think I already have something. Kellogg had this thing attached to his head.
Cybernetics, huh? We may have just won the lottery.
Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not, we can't all go running across the Commonwealth, so... who's coming with you?
I have to go to the Memory Den either way, if I'm going to introduce you to Amari. But if you want to head there together, just say so.
I'll head there on my own.
All right. See you at the Den. Don't worry. We're gonna get your boy back. Just a few more steps.
Well, you two are out. I'm gonna do some more research. I'll be at the public if you need me. Nick's the only synth I've met that didn't seem to have a screw loose. Wonder if that's why they got rid of him.
I already forgot what it was. Marty.
Nicky, you old bucket of bolts, it's Marty. I know it's been a while, but I came across a little mystery I thought might get your circuits firing. You remember that ugly grasshopper statue on top of Faneuil Hall? Turns out it's got a note in it. A note written by the son of one Shem Drown. I don't expect that name means anything to you, but the guy was a coppersmith. Way back when folks did shit like that. Apparently, this note leads straight to the old guy's stash. I don't know what's in it, but I'd sure like to know if it's still there. I'm gonna go do a little recon on the hall. If you decide you want to get the team back together, you let me know.
Bingo.
Ching ching. Wink.
What, I look like a bartender?
Yes.
Probably someplace else.
Well, well, Mr. Valentine, I thought you had forgotten about little old me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt. Here for Amari? She's downstairs.
Dr. Amari?
Yes? Wait, I remember you. H222's contact. What's this all about?
This one's all yours, Nick.
We need a memory dig, Amari, but it's not going to be easy. The perp, Kellogg, is already cold on the floor.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you do realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Please. Nick told me you're the only one who can make this work.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Go on, Doctor.
Mr. Valentine is an older generation synth. But Institute technology being what it is, the brain implant could fit him. But that's an incredible risk to take. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. I'm well past the warranty date anyway.
We should try plugging you into a toaster next. Fresh toast.
It's nice to know that even when I'm about to have a foreign object shoved into my noggin, you find new horrible ways to laugh at my expense.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine, just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes.
Bingo.
Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
How do you lock memories?
The implant is encoding all the mnemonic activity in the hippocampus. Think of it like computer encryption, and we don't have the password. Let's see. A single mind wouldn't be able to crack it. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
That sounds insane.
Right. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there, and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
This is
Initiating
creepy.
brainwave migration between the transplant and the host.
Bless you, dog meat.
Mnemonic
Bless you.
activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on.
And suddenly we're in Assassin's Creed. The Animus.
Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
That makes it official, folks. Final vote count. Turn down the goddamn radio! I'm trying to sleep! California Republic. All 5 states have now signed on, which means that
Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first. This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
Fine. You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer. Come on, Sarah. The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. You focus on the petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand that's what happiness felt like. You've got to give it a chance. I thought San Francisco was my chance to start fresh. I was the hot shit, the gunslinger from the hub, rolling into town with the world at my feet. Everybody knew I was the one who'd shot Valdez. And I could write my own ticket to any outfit in town. It all worked out pretty damn well. For a while. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know. But that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
Well, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this?
This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I know, Connie. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got it.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
This is really weird.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you
I found
weren't
another
there
memory to try.
to help them.
I'll connect you.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself. I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
There was always a job for someone like me. Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter who I was supposed to kill. I got pretty good at it. You pay me. There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. They just took it as part of the job. A little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another.
Oh, we'll pay you. And you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I can see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do. The first synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute. Ew. I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming.
Very.
You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute. But I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed, and I had the expertise they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement, which suited me just fine.
Well. B-748. Initiate.
Systems offline. Shutting down.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
Vulcan.
The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it.
Computers are still working. That's good. Check.
The eggheads never liked taking orders.
Through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. They didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really.
Just find it. Pod C6. Down the hall near the end.
No!
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
Is it over? Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Come here. Come here.
Wait. No. I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only going to tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean!
God damn it. Get the kid out of here and let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup? I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready. Is that your son?
Wasn't my
This appears
idea
to be
to
a
settle
very
down
recent
with the
memory.
kid in the middle of Diamond City.
Good news, I think.
I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long. This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
not saying she's right, but Mayor, he's gonna be really mad this time. I probably shouldn't have even,
Kellogg. It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head... The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple. Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side. Blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
But the dreaming
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
it's all over but the crying, and nobody's crying but me. Friends all over know I'm crying.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
It's all over but the dreaming.
Next time I have to watch someone's life story, I want popcorn.
Well, if you're cognizant enough to joke, I think we can safely say that you're out of critical condition. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
We got what we needed. The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out.
Yes, their greatest secret has finally been revealed. But that only leads to more questions. How does it work? Where do we go next?
What do you think we should do?
Let me think. What about that memory involving Virgil, the rogue Institute scientist? If he were alive, we have a common enemy. He might help us.
I like it.
The memory said the Institute tracked him to the glowing sea, but that seems crazy. A madman would think twice about going there.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield, or a cloak, a way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
How do I fight that much radiation, Doctor?
There are chemical compounds. Rad-X, Radaway. You'd need as much as you could carry. Maybe more. A sealed environment suit would be great, if you could find one. Or maybe one of those suits of power armor? That would be perfect.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Nick.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
Kellogg? Is that you?
What are you talking about?
You feeling all right, Nick?
Yeah, I'm fine. Why?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Mari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going.
This could be sketchy.
We have to head into the glowing sea. Any advice?
I'm a synth, so radiation isn't much of an issue for me, but an old suit of power armor might just be the guardian angel you're looking for. That, or you could buy up all the Rad-X and Rad-Away you can find from any chem dealer who's got it in stock.
I'm gonna head out on my own from here, Nick.
Yeah, I'm not
Good luck
taking
out there.
You're either
You
gonna
know where
kill
to
me
find me.
or get me killed. Oh, luckily I have that radiation suit.
Never did understand why the hell they programmed us to feel pain.
We're going in deep. Luckily I have a jump point. So I can jump over here. I'm gonna put on my radiation suit. Actually. Hazmat. Boom.
All that we can carry in every sense.
Boom. Hazmat suit. Am I overweight? Yep. Dog meat. Dog meat. Dog.
Look alive.
Meat. You are such a
Over here.
pain. Hello?
Move here.
Huh?
let's go find our glow-in-the-dark guy. I think that'll actually be... I don't really care to deal with that bug again, because it sucked. Are you serious? Are you
Force authorized for all units.
I mean, seriously, like... There's a steamer chest in there, at least.
Got it.
I already blew up your guard. Oh, so he was supposed to be in there. Unless you opened it. Oh, that's a vault. That is definitely a vault. I'm like 100% off target at this point. Oh shit. Oh. Yeah. Screw that. Screw that. give the standard nozzle. Short barrel, cover.
Why can't the Institute just leave us alone?
Hey.
Alright. As long as that's all set up.
I wish I knew what the Institute wanted.
See if I can avoid it this time. There's a freaking vault over there. Are you serious? Where are they? Who are they? Who is shooting at them from? I don't know.
Playing games with me, huh?
Discovered the edge of the glowing sea. Quick save. Oh, they must be up there. That really, quite frankly, does nothing. What the hell? It's ridiculous. Freaking annoying.
No sign of him now.
So now I'm at the edge, and now I have to go all the way through the. anything. No, stop it. Holy cow. This is not... Like, people are not meant to be here. Yeah, no thanks. Yeah, like I'm severely ill-equipped to be in here. Here's Crater of Adam. This is...
In the end, we are all Adam's children. The world will see Adam's glory again.
Stop right there, stranger.
Do you have a moment?
What do you need of me, child?
How have you survived in all this radiation?
That is Adam's unique... Let's do this.
Bleed for Adam.
You cannot hide.
Do I have a cryo grenade? Plasma grenade, pulse grenade. I do not have a cryo grenade on me.
Blesses us with victory.
Are you serious? But that was... she was a quest! What do I do?
There we go.
Do 5 more damage. 5% more damage against ghouls.
May the glow of Adam guide your path.
Like beyond. Scorpion. Oh. Hi. Dink. Now shoot him in the face one more time. No. Stingray. See, they're not hard to kill until they are. Damn it. Damn it. Dog meat, get up.
Hold it. Take it nice and slow. No sudden moves. I know you're from the Institute. So where's Kellogg, huh? Trying to sneak up on me while you distract me? It's not going to work. I'm not stupid. I knew they'd send him after me.
Are you Virgil?
You know damn well I am. What are you doing here?
I need your help.
My help? With what? How did you even find me anyway?
Can you tell me about the Institute or not?
The Institute? So, they did send you, didn't they? You're working with Kellogg.
Kellogg's been taken care of.
Dead. He's dead. Don't you lie to me!
Is it so hard to believe?
Of course it is. Kellogg was ruthless. There's a reason the Institute used him to do their dirty work for so many years. I knew they'd send him after me. Tried to prepare for it. But I still wasn't sure I'd make it. And so you killed him, eh? Then what do you want with me?
Why did you leave the Institute? I know you came from there.
You know about the escape? But how? No, it doesn't matter. I'm not going back. I can't go back. Look at me! Why are you even here? What do you want?
I need whatever information you've got. Anything to help me get into the Institute.
I'm sorry, what? You want to get into the Institute? Are you insane? Never mind how nearly impossible that is. Even if you were to succeed, it'd almost certainly end in your immediate death. What reason could you possibly have for taking that kind of risk?
I'm trying to find my son. The Institute kidnapped him.
Oh. Oh no. I had no idea. I'm sorry.
Jerk.
Yeah. The Institute has taken people from the Commonwealth in the past. If your son is one of them, I can understand why you'd want to get in there. I can help, but I'm going to need something in return.
What do you want from me?
Before I had to escape, I was working on a serum that would serve as a cure for my condition. I wasn't able to bring it with me. It's still in my lab and, well, look at me. I need it. I need you to find it for me if you manage to get inside the Institute. What do you say?
You help me and I'll help you.
All right. All right. Let's talk details. First things first. You know how synths get in and out of the Institute?
Yeah, they use some sort of teleporter.
Well, well. Not many know about it. Pretty closely guarded secret. You've certainly done your homework. It's commonly referred to as the molecular relay. I don't understand all the science behind it, but it works. Dematerializes you in one place, rematerializes you in another. I'm sure it sounds crazy, but it's a reality. The relay is the only way in and out of the Institute. You understand? The only one. That means you're going to have to use it. Now, have you ever seen an Institute courser?
No, never heard of them.
Another secret of the Institute. Trust me, it's good that you haven't found out the hard way. Coursers are Institute synths, designed for one purpose. They're hunters. Operations go wrong, a synth goes missing, and a courser is dispatched. They're very good at what they do, and you're going to have to kill one.
Why do I have to kill one?
Because you want to get into the Institute, remember? They're your ticket in. Every courser has special hardware that gives them a direct connection to the relay in the Institute. It's embedded in a chip in their heads. You need that chip. But to get it, you'll have to find a courser. Now, I don't know exactly where you can find one. They haven't sent any after me. And sitting here waiting doesn't seem like a good plan. you're going to have to hunt one down. I can tell you where to start and give you some help finding one, but you'll have to do the dirty work.
Okay, let's get to work.
Right. The primary insertion point for coursers is in the ruins of CIT, directly above the Institute. So you'll want to head there. Now, the relay causes some pretty heavy interference all across the EM spectrum. You've got a radio on that Pip-Boy, right? When you get to the ruins, tune it to the lower end of the band and listen in. You'll be able to hear the interference. Follow the signal, and it'll lead you to a courser. Then, you just have to not get killed. Not gonna lie, the odds aren't in your favor here. But if you do make it, remember what I said about the serum. I need it badly. I really do hope you find what you're looking for.
Protect and serve.
You find a courser, don't underestimate it. The chip's no good if you're dead.
Let's get out of here. We're gonna need some ammo for this one. I has a feeling. Alright, well, I'm gonna call it this one. And then we will try it again later.